Y'all, I never thought in a million years I'd be standing in front of this camera defending a Young Miami song. But nevertheless, here we are. Every time I open TikTok, Instagram, X, Threads, all I hear is spin that. Somebody starts the lyric and everybody else finishes it on cue. Every time I get in the car, somebody's singing. Every time I go outside, somebody's singing it. Every time I open my social media, somebody is singing Spin That. In this video, we'll go over what the opposition says. I'll make my case for why this video is educational, and I'll tell you what my view is about the controversy around this song. Let's get into it because it may not be pretty. Now, a lot of people are saying this is bad for kids. They don't like the song, but I think there's a message in this song. If they don't go in the go yard bag, bye. Miss me. And that's why I say this song is educational. There is a lesson for you guys, and it needs to be told. And just because it's not pretty doesn't mean it's not a valuable lesson. And the lesson says, go in that go yard bag. That's what she's telling. She's telling these daughters that ain't got a mama or daddy, make them spend that cash. Yes. In hip-hop, it's gonna always be some naysayers, and just like clockwork, there's naysayers. Nikki Gilbert. Nikki says that Young Miami's lyrics are witchcraft. Y'all, witchcraft. She said Young Miami's song is witchcraft. Is it that extreme that we would call it witchcraft? No. I know people want to pit NDRE and Young Miami against each other, but I'm feeling like that's not gonna work. But NDRE in this clip sets the record straight.
It is being wrongly reported that I think we should boycott this song of the summer. But I don't think we should boycott.
I can respect what she says. What she basically said in translation, do what you feel. Live your principle. You don't have to like the song. If you don't want your kids listening to the song, don't play the song. Change the station when your kids get there. If you don't want your kids hearing the song, there's a lot of other things they can be doing. Playing ball outside, hopscotch. Now, I may be stretching it, but there's some education in these lyrics. But we can't keep children away from the facts of life. And although some children are more privileged than others, unfortunately, there are some girls that are living this song. Isn't that what art is? Isn't that what hip-hop is? Hip-hop has been telling our stories for years. And guess what, y'all? Some of our stories aren't that glamorous. Some of our stories are not that fun. And some of them are dark. And yet they're still the Black lived experience. We would all like to think that a bunch of us got out of the hood and live in suburbs, and our children go to big, nice schools, and they're not exposed. But they are. There's a lot of kids that go to school hungry, and by the time they're 16, 17, 18 years old, they're boosted. And they got a dude laid up with them who's doing nothing. This song is educational. It's a lesson that some little girl needs. They need to hear this, and they need to hear from somebody who's lived it. They don't need to hear from the CEO of Home Depot. They need to hear from Young Miami. The lyrics were metaphors to other things that were happening in real life. So all of the people complaining may not have this story to tell, but we all have a story to tell. So the question becomes, Dr. P, do you think this record is harmful to children or disrespectful to women? Maybe we're overthinking this. Although it's unfortunate, it's dark and it ain't pretty. Maybe Carisha's lyrics is making people so freaking uncomfortable with the truth that little Black girls are in the hood, broke as a dog, no opportunities, sometimes from broken homes, being abused in some situations. And Carisha told her truth in a way that is straightforward and makes people uncomfortable about people like Carisha. And is there some judgment though? Are these people saying that Carisha's story about her life is invalidated because she experienced it and she's telling the story? Or are they just bougie? Do they think they're better than Carisha? This opened a full line of questions about the song. Now, I'm not trying to get away from the fact that maybe there is a lesson in this song that children shouldn't hear. But that's your individual choice in your house to make. But I say you can hide your children from the world, but you can't hide the world from your children. Why are you appreciating this song in this way, Dr. P? Aren't you established? Aren't you above this? Shouldn't you be agreeing with scholars? No, because I identify more with Carisha than I do with the people who have a problem with these lyrics. Young Miami says in her own words, this is for the hood. She said, I see y'all and I feel y'all. And sometimes people just need to be seen. At some point, you got to remove your personal feelings and stop asking whether or not you like the song. Because the culture already decided we like the song. And me, like everybody else has decided, it is the song of the summer. So that is the reason why Dr. P, your ageless hip-hop fan, rap music sophisticate, says this is the most educational song that has been put out this year. Because too often we lock people into a chapter of their story and ignore that they're doing something else worth paying attention to. Because if there's so much opposition to this song, maybe it's shaking the leaves of the trees. And sometimes when the tree shakes, fruit falls, and it don't fall far from the tree.
Hit that like button.
You're my